I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my 50. Ain't slick then he with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Okay, Coach, well, this place can get downright loud when the roof is closed, and that's the situation here today at NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jackson on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Right back to him on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, check back 34. Play. Double that free. Double that free. What? Double that free, defense. Delta. Well, Mike Jackson. Where'd he go?
From the gun, it's Jackson. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Under 10.
Now Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Here we go. 6 yards. He's coming. We got cover.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, we gotta snap it. We gotta snap it. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and long, it's Watson. And he's got his target, that's Moore. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
19. Another time now. Big stop, let's go.
Watson on 1st down. Completes it to Corey Grant. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Watson. That's complete to his running back, Grant. He got 29 yards that time. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Mike 6. Here we go.
Out of the gun, Watson. Being chased out left. And he's got the hook up to Moore. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Check Mike 6. Comes up, 20 points down, he's coming. Mike 6. All day, just like that.
After the run, Watson going to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's got it. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. That's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson forced out to his left. And the catch made by Johnson. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Mike 34. Scoop. Wait. Check out.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And a throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Returning it is Moore. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Reset. Here we go. Time to go.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 31. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 10-yard line.
Line 6. Watch the run. Hey, watch this. Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6. Now let's go.
On second down and 4. Watson dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll come out in the pistol.
Jim. Mike check 33. Watch a slant. Check.
On second down, it's Grant, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Corey Grant in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over first and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31. Jackson now. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Corey Grant with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
From the 29, Jackson flush to his right. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he'll give it here to his running back. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
Check in.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 38-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Got a man. It's Brown. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
From the gun, Jackson. Going for it all. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought
through an opening, and there he goes. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They go back to Grant and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go. Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34.
Throwing again. Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Let's go, defense.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Jackson will throw again. Buying time to his left. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Come on, the ball.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Reset. 19. Get that quarterback.
On second down and 4, Watson over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where that came from.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
You got tight right there. Back. Slam. 24.
From the red zone now, Watson. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first eye-in. T of the game. Instead, second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
Third down and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mike 34. I'm going to run you over.
Now Jackson operating from the gun. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. That one good for 24 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Hey, tight down. There you go. Hey, check Mike 34. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Let's go, hey.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson being chased out left. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Rip right. 34's the Mike. He's coming. Check in. Here we go. 34, Mike 34.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Hey, check back 11. Oh, yeah. Check. Here we go again.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From just shy of midfield, Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he's got this down to the 35. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Jackson now, 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 27-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Mike 34. Let's go. 34's the mark. You ain't doing nothing today. 34's the Mike. He's coming. Check him. Check.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Watson now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Push him back. Push him down and go.
He's back to throw. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Defense wins championships, baby. Check safety, check safety. Mike, six. Mike. Alert. Squeeze double down. I-25. Check this guy.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.